Hey yo, what's up people? Welcome back again to the channel. How's your day? Did you enjoy the new 4.1 Spiral Abyss? Well, I guess not really, since we need to talk about character building for once again. And anyway, it will be the second episode of me doing the guide of this day Genshin Impact. Although this current topic is more likely to be more old-fashioned content, because we are about to talk the artifact farming. And by that, I want you to prepare to be serious from now on. As you can see, I made a lot of content about the artifact farming and artifact enhancing, and I'm pretty sure that I'm a quite veteran about this topic. So most of my characters have already reached top 1% build in a website called Akasha system. And by doing that, I can see how far am I progressing my character build. And if you want to do that too, just input your UID on a website called Encan Network, and you can just go straight up to the Akasha system to check that out. When you've done those things, I got the real question for you. Is that really that necessary? When a new character is finally released, we go take a look on their kit, right? Such as their basic talent or skill description, in order to know which build is the best for them. Some characters in Genshin Impact is scaling their build in many categories, such as a character main base build, scaling with HP, scaling with attack, scaling with defense, scaling with EM, scaling with energy recharge, or maybe mixed scale. And now we understand which type of artifact might be the best suitable for our characters. Now in the next point, since we still talk about the basic, and if you are the veteran in this game too, well, just keep watching.
Okay.
The categories are flower, plumber feather, sense of ER or clock piece, goblet or cup, and hat or sickle piece. And each other piece has already got their own design main stats. For example, flower and feather piece have guaranteed with flat main stats, flower with flat HP main stats, while the feather with a flat attack main stats. On the other hand, the rest of three other pieces have no guaranteed main stats, but they are separated in advanced categories. For example, Sense of Eon generates with HP percentage, attack percentage, defense percentage, flat armor mastery, and energy recharge main stats. Goblet or Cup generates with HP percentage, attack percentage, defense percentage, flat EM, and elemental damage bonus main stats. And finally, the Circlet generates with HP percentage, attack percentage, defense percentage, flat EM, crit rate, and crit damage main stats. Also healing bonus, I'm sorry. I already mentioned about flat stats and percentage stats, right? Well, flat stats means it's flat. There's no other number percentage on it, while the percentage has it. Come on. You're not that dumb, right? I'll explain a bit about flat one. You got 1k base attack, now I give you 100 flat attack. Now you're doing 1.1k attack. While the percentage stats, you got the same 1k base attack, but now I'll give you 10% attack. Now it's 1.1k attack. To know more about these base stats, each character have their own base stats, and to increase it, you just need to use the weapon. Well, sadly there's no other way to increase your base stat beside that. Now you can just start to farm to find those main stats that your character might want to use. But that's just the basic. Now let's move on to the artifact substats. Now when you get the useful artifact main stats, you also need to get the useful substats, right? But I'll mark it just right here, because to find the perfect substats is quite nearly to be impossible. In previous segment, I've told you that many of my characters had already reached top 1% build with different kind of artifact sets, right? And to do that, you need to make the artifact substat to be insanely good. And let's go back into it. The artifact is considered to be good when it is of 5 stars, or should I say the gold artifact. These gold artifacts start with 3 until 4 substats, and to leveling up these substats, you need to enhance your artifact to the certain breakpoint. To level up this substat, and it start with +4 and end up with +20. Anyway, the substats are listed in many stats just like the artifact main stats. They have flat HP, flat attack, flat defense, HP percentage, attack percentage, defense percentage, flat EM, energy recharge, crit rate, and crit damage. For main DPS characters, the substats you need are crit rate and crit damage. And the rest of it depends on what are they scaling. For sub DPS character, it's still the same. Unique crit rate, unique crit damage with maybe a little extra of energy recharge, and the other still depends on what are they scaling. For support characters, yeah, maybe just scale with their, their own scaling. Anyway guys, the substats can really be a fancy thing to discuss, and please let me know if you want me to go in depth with the artifact substats. To get your priority straight, to build up your characters, you need to start to focus on their level, the weapon level, and their talent level. And after you completed those things, artifact farming is the best way for you to grind. After you get your character is finally getting those cursed trash artifact, and when you already spend many days, weeks, months, or even years, you finally need to consider what is the time for you to stop to keep finding the same artifact. And I'm going to give you a suggestion that you might just want to stop when you reach this several breakpoint in artifact farming. For main DPS character, you need to aim at least that you need to get a crit ratio of 1 of 2. For example, 50% crit rate with 100% crit damage. And it will go any further to 60, 120, 70, 140, and it still keep going until you reach your artifact orgasm. Not everything is about to get the best crit ratio. Sometimes getting good roll value is already enough in case if you find the artifact that have very minimum crit stats, but you got the other best suitable substats, you are more good than enough. Some characters don't really need 4 piece stats to reach their potential peak, so why don't you just combine to each functional artifact piece for your character? Yeah, but of course each piece should have a very decent substats. Now we already reached the final point of this topic, and I can say that what makes Genshin Impact fun is that you need to challenge yourself to get the best build out of your characters. And again, back to my first question, is that really that necessary to have such a broken characters? Well, the answer is kinda. The purpose of playing games is winning and having fun, right? And while it happened without we realize that, this feeling generates the things that we call a competitive aspect. Now if you see all of these guides, how to build your characters, how to get your character strong, how to play this, how to optimize that, flexing your character build, flexing your results on doing Spiral Abyss, isn't that actually competitive? It's eventually start by the things that we call artifact build or character build. Anyway guys, I just want to say thank you for that previous video that is getting a lot of your attention, and it encourages me to do many more about this topic. Anyway, thumbs up if you think this video is very helpful, and thumbs down if you think this video is straight up bullshit. Also, if you have something to tell or discuss, or you want to ask something, please let me know in the comment down below. Anyway, see you next time.